Hi everyone, my name is Ann. Welcome to my home studio in Parker, Colorado. Guess what? We finished it. World Watercolor Month is in the bag for 2024. Did you guys participate? Did you finish? Well, let's find out how I completed the last few prompts here on this final installment of my series of World Watercolor Month 2024. Are you ready? Let's take a look. Well, here we go. And guess what? I almost totally forgot to film this for you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so lucky I remembered to turn my camera on. The little mini Tootsie Pop there happened to be down here with my things. So I made that this suite for one of the prompts. But let's start with the outlining here. The obstacle, all I could think of was a cow jumping over the moon. When I went to draw these, I kind of looked for the next block that I had to do, and I wanted to make sure that they kind of could make some kind of a cohesive picture. Now, granted, this doesn't really. In fact, you might think it's kind of a hot mess, but I sure had fun doing this month, and I hope you guys did too. I had a lot of fun creating this page. This is my B 100% cotton watercolor journal, and it's either 8x8 or 8.5 by 8.5. I really like this square format. It's fun to use. The ink pen that I'm using is just a regular fountain pen. This particular one is an antique. It was my mother's. It's just a Lifetime Schaefer pen, and the Schaefer cartridges that are currently made today still fit in it. And I don't mind using water-soluble ink when I paint. You can really use that to bleed into your subjects, and sometimes I think it looks kind of cool. So that's what I want to go for today. And when we speed this up here in just a moment, you will see what I mean. This cow, I drew the moon before I drew the cow, and now it kind of looks like the cow is tucking the moon under her arm. But you know what? It's her obstacle, so she is getting over it however she can. And the reason that I decided to do that was because I had the global prompt of the Earth there, and I thought, well, what better thing to include with the Earth than the moon? And then the obstacle will be the cow jumping over it. And then here we have luminous, and I kind of had all these ideas in my head of how I wanted the sun to look. And I decided, you know, if I'm going to have a cow jumping over the moon, I think I'm just going to go cartoon this whole way and just make this emoji. And I'm not going to put any kind of mouth on him or anything. But this is where the fountain pen that is not waterproof will kind of be cool. At least I think. I was kind of thinking, how am I going to paint kind of a corona around the sun? And it turned out to be pretty kind of okay, I think, for a little doodle page. So that's all right. Now, the remainder of the scene is kind of sensical. It kind of makes sense, I guess. It's a deck off of a house, although there are no stairs to get down to the ground level. So it's just one of those kind of balcony decks with the big lollipop leaning up against it. And the lollipop is holding up a hammock. The other end is attached to a palm tree, so that hammock will represent serenity. And then in the bottom of the sand there, just under the hammock, you'll see a seashell. So let me speed this up, and I will put this to music, and you guys can see how I did. I hope you're having fun with World Watercolor Month this year. And if you didn't participate, I hope that maybe you've been tantalized enough to want to participate next year, because it really is so much fun, you guys. Okay, here we go with the sped up version. Well, everyone, here we are at the end, and it is almost time for the final reveal. But before we do that, let's take a quick look back through the entire month. Here are prompts 1 through 4, and then we have prompts 5 through 9. And on day 10, I did that one all on its own, this little mermaid here. And then we have prompts 11 through 15. And then the next video will be prompts 16 through 24. And finally, our final video today, prompts 25 through 31. I hope if you guys participated in World Watercolor Month this year that you really had a blast, because number one, that's what it's about. No one sponsored me. I'm not working with World Watercolor Month, but I really do personally believe in the charity, the International Child's Art Fund. So if you have the opportunity and you have the means, please consider checking out the links in the description and see if you can find it in your heart to help bring art to children all around the world. All right, thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to Charlie O'Shields and Doodle Wash for kicking off another wonderful World Watercolor Month 2024. We'll see you guys next time. Bye now.